with you, Crave, as well, is you want the product on the floor. And at the end of the day, that's how you make the money. That's how you're marketable. That's, I think, what the fans get excited about. That's what the fans want to show up for. So, it's business and it's a negotiation, and there has to be compromise on both sides. And, we're starting to get down to the wire of it, and it's becoming really important. And, obviously I want to help in any way I can, and I try to educate myself the best I can. Obviously, I can't speak to every single number. It's pretty complicated, but I think there are different things that we can find ways to say, no, like, we certainly deserve that, and we're not going to compromise on that. And then other things that we can't probably.
1 minute ago, everything changed. The footage Team USA never wanted you to see is now everywhere. And Caitlin Clark didn't say a word. She didn't need to. She let the basketball speak for her. This isn't hype. This isn't spin. This is a statement. Caitlin Clark is back, and the entire Team USA camp felt it. Before we break this down, do one quick thing for me. If you've ever felt Caitlin Clark was doubted, sidelined, or underestimated, hit that like button and comment she's back. Now listen closely. The practice footage coming out of Team USA didn't go viral by accident. It exploded because it showed something no one was prepared for: confidence, control, and dominance from a player many people quietly wrote off. This wasn't a casual run. This wasn't friendly reps. This was Caitlin Clark sending a message. Every possession mattered. Every movement told a story, and fans noticed instantly. Social media didn't light up because of trash talk or controversy. It exploded because Caitlin Clark looked locked in, calm, composed, and surgical. The pull-ups, the reads, the spacing, the shot creation, the leadership energy. The same player people labeled as overhyped suddenly looked like the most controlled presence on the floor. And that's when the narrative started to shift.
Been kind of my focus, and this has kind of been my next thing that I've been working for since our season ended, and just really thankful for, the training staff and player development and everybody that has kind of been there with me. They haven't taken a break either, because they invest a lot of time and they want me to be successful. So I think for myself, like, it's not proving it to yourself again, but it's just that feeling. And I think it just made me smile quite a bit. Like, I really did kind of feel like myself out there and just continuing to get my lungs back. But I felt like I was moving really well. So it was pretty satisfying.
And here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. The pressure shifted. Because when Caitlin Clark plays like that, everything changes. The conversation changes. The narrative changes. And the hierarchy suddenly gets uncomfortable. Oh, you could feel it. You could see it. Not in words, but in body language. This wasn't Caitlin trying to fit in. This was Caitlin reminding everyone exactly who she is. And the timing couldn't be more perfect. Because this comes after months of noise, months of debate, months of people questioning whether she belonged, whether she should wait her turn, whether she needed to adjust. But here's the truth. Great players don't adjust to the moment. They bend the moment to them. And that's what made this footage unsettling. Not flashy, not loud, just efficient, confident, and completely unbothered. Fans noticed immediately. The reactions poured in. The GOAT energy is back. They tried to slow her down. It didn't work. This looks different. And that's when the deeper layer hit. Because this wasn't just about one practice. This was about everything leading up to it. The benching conversations, the rotations, the silence, the way expectations were quietly managed. All of that pressure didn't break her. It sharpened her. And suddenly, the same voices that questioned her presence were forced to explain her performance. That's when the real exposure happened.
Want to watch her play. I mean, here we are, gathered here to watch some snippets of her shooting the ball and running the court and playing a little defense during a practice. And I was excited about this, more excited about this footage than anything I saw on the court during the season once she was out. That's sort of the power of Caitlin Clark, right? That's the power of Caitlin Clark. Unbelievable. Tell me what you think in the comments section, as always.
Not through accusations, not through arguments, but through contrast. When Caitlin Clark is confident, the floor opens up. When she's aggressive, defenses adjust. When she's in rhythm, the game speeds up for everyone else and slows down for her. That's elite. And fans saw it immediately. You don't need insider leaks. You don't need press releases. You just need your eyes. Because when Caitlin Clark starts cooking, Everything else disappears. The chatter, the politics, the narratives. All of it fades. Now here's why this moment matters. Team USA camps are about hierarchy. They're about roles. They're about trust. And Caitlin Clark didn't ask for trust. She took it. That's why the reaction was so intense. That's why the clips kept replaying. It wasn't just that she played well. It was how she played. No forcing, no rushing, no fear, just control. And that's uncomfortable for anyone who thought the spotlight would dim her. Instead, it fueled her. This is what happens when a player knows exactly who they are. And fans didn't miss a second. The comments weren't subtle. They tried to humble her. Remember this next season. Everyone who's played in this league before, watch closely. Because moments like this don't fade. They warn you.
WNBA actually posted these highlights. And it's cool here too because Steph White is one of the coaches for Team USA. Nate Tibbetts is there. He's guarding Caitlin Clark. It's so funny when you're watching Nate Tibbetts also because he was like smiling the entire time. It's a little behind the back pass there from Caitlin. Nate coming over to set a screen. She splits the screen, takes it to the rim. Caitlin playing defense. They do have a male practice team that is playing against them. Kelsey Plum off the screen, kicks to Caitlin Clark for three. Caitlin Clark up the court. Another three. Caitlin Clark off the screen, another three. Her shot looks really good. There were other photos of her going around, I feel like the past couple weeks also saying that it looks like she dropped some of the muscle that she did gain before last season. It's hard to tell. To be honest, you guys, I'm not really like body watching Caitlin Clark like that. You know, we had the photos last year from Media Day when she was like flexing and all that, and you could clearly see that she had put on a lot of muscle, but it's hard to tell here, so I'm not really going to comment on it. But there were some fans that were saying it looks like she dropped some of the muscle that she put on, and a lot of people were wondering if that is why she had so many soft tissue injuries during last season.
She didn't get humbled by the moment. She humbled the moment. You can't bench confidence. And here's the real takeaway. This isn't about rivalries. This isn't about comparisons. This is about presence. When Caitlin Clark is on the floor, the energy shifts. The game tilts. And no amount of noise can stop that. That's why this footage matters. Because it proves something simple and powerful. You can limit minutes. You can manage roles. You can control narratives. But you can't hide greatness forever. And now, the door is wide open again. Caitlin Clark didn't kick it down. She walked through it. Calm, prepared, unshakable. That's why the internet is melting down. People aren't reacting to hype. They're reacting to reality. So here's the question. What do you do now if you're Team USA? What do you do when the player everyone debated suddenly becomes undeniable? That's the tension. That's the pressure. And that's why this moment feels bigger than basketball. Because this wasn't just a practice. It was a reminder. Caitlin Clark is still here. Still dangerous. Still changing the game. And this time, she didn't say a word. She didn't need to. If you felt that shift too, comment she's back. Because one thing is clear now. The narrative didn't beat Caitlin Clark.